Yo, what up, man? Listen, today, y'all already know, it's Sunday. I got a new video, and we're going to talk about how to save your first $1,000. Yes, I've talked about this, and I got another video called Living Paycheck to Paycheck. How to save when living paycheck to paycheck. So I want to talk about that first $1,000, being able to get pretty much, whether you want to consider it an emergency fund, whether you want to consider it a reserve fund, vacation fund, whatever it may be, having an extra $1,000 saved and put to the side is gonna benefit you in the long run. However, I understand that a lot of times people are like, how am I gonna save this $1,000 when I have so many bills to pay? I have so much to actually do that how am I gonna save this $1,000, right? So I want to break it down in as simple as possible terms. We're just beginning with saving $50 per week, right? So the first thing when we trying to save, and we're at the part where we created our budget, is to have a separate bank account. Is to have a separate bank account, because at the end of the day, when you're beginning the saving process, you want to make sure that money is separated from your everyday money. And then once you get your paycheck, you're taking that money out of one account and you're distributing it into the new savings account that has a separate bank account, a whole nother entity. Do not get an ATM. I recommend it. Do not get an ATM card for this account, so that way you're not more liable to want to take the money. Right, so now let's go into with the $50. If you take $50 per week, that will give you $200 per month, and then $200 per month within 5 months would be $1,000. If you double that amount, which means $100 per week, which is $400 per month, you actually going to cut that time in half that you get to that first $1,000. But the reason why I started with $50 is because a lot of times you may not have more than just $50 to give. Now, granted, if you lower that number and then that number becomes 25, you may only have 25 that you can give per month, which will give you $100 saved a month. So of course it would double the time frame on which you got that $1,000. But the thing about it is, as you are working towards saving, and now you're starting to see that money in your bank account, you actually starting to see that number gets bigger, and motivates you to continue the process. Where, hey, now you may have a check where you can add a little bit more than what your typical $50 was, because you could have worked a few extra hours at work. You could have did some type of side hustle that got you some extra money, or whatever the case may be. But however, now you are motivated to continue that process so that you can grow past $1,000 as well. But when we're just focusing on our first $1,000, we have to focus on a budget, because that way we know exactly how much money is coming in, how much money is going out. And we have to focus on getting a separate account, so that way we're not commingling those funds together and mixing those funds in one, which means that now they could be misused. They could be misused because now we have them in the same account. Next, we're actually starting to save the money as soon as possible. So that means as soon as you could get your next paycheck, you could potentially start saving that money, because now you're getting started with the process right away. You're not waiting. You're not like, hold on, I want to wait a couple months, and yes, I seen this one last thing that I want to buy. No, you want to make sure that you're starting the process right away, so that you can start to see your accounts growing, and you've been actually save and see that money come in. So once you get, and the thing about it is, $50 is not a whole lot of money, so you're not going to notice a crazy dent in your bank account just from removing that $50, especially if you're sticking to your budget and doing what you have to do with the finances, so that you make sure you're actually able to have money left over for yourself, you know what I mean, for any unexpected type of expense that could come up, and it could be something very small. and just, money to just pay for things that you need to pay for on a daily basis, aside from your bills, your rent, and things of that nature. So, I just want to make this a quick video on how to save your first $1,000. If you can't begin with 50, like I said, you can begin with 25. You know what I mean? But you want to start with some number. Even if you could start with $20, you can literally start with $20 and just keep adding $20. Then the next month you might have 30. Then the next month you might have 40. But no matter what it is, you're contributing to making sure that you get your first $1,000 saved. So I'm gonna leave it there, man. Make sure you like, subscribe, comment. Let me know if this video helped you out. Let me know some of the things that you do to save. And I'm gonna see y'all next time. Peace.